Hi everybody, this is Diana from SyS Salado, and today we're making pizza dough. And even though this is a very basic recipe, it has a very good flavor, really easy to make just like all of the other bread recipes that we've made, and one of those that every home cook should know how to make, and then that way you can make any kind of pizza that you want at home. As always, the link for this recipe can be available at the end of the video and in the info box below. So first we're going to activate our yeast, so we're going to add it to some warm water, and we're also going to add a little bit of sugar. We're going to give it a stir. And then we're just going to let it sit there for about 8 to 10 minutes or until it gets foamy. Now we're going to add our flour to a large mixing bowl. I'm using bread flour because it gives me a crispy texture, but you can use all-purpose flour. Then we're going to add some salt. We're going to give it a whisk. We're also going to add a little bit of oil. Now we add our yeast mixture. And then we add some warm water. Now we're going to mix this with a spatula. You can also use a wooden spoon. And I usually use a mixer at home to knead my dough, but since a lot of you told me that you don't have a mixer at home, I'm going to show you how you can knead it with your hands. So once most of our flour has been incorporated, we're just going to scrape it off the bowl and we're going to place it on a floured surface. Then using our hands, we're going to knead it for about 8 to 10 minutes or until you get a very smooth and elastic texture. And the way you knead it is really easy. All you have to do is use the palm of your hands, this part right here, and you're going to push it away from you. This is going to help you stretch the dough, and that's going to give you a really nice texture. And after 8 to 10 minutes of kneading, you're going to see that your dough has a very nice elastic texture, and that's how you know that it's ready. Now all we have to do is fold our edges over to the center, and we're just going to shape it into a ball. And to help shape it, you're just going to pinch it at the bottom. Now we're going to add a little bit of oil to that big mixing bowl that we used. We're also going to cover our dough with a little bit of oil, and this is to prevent it from sticking to the bowl. Now we cover it with some plastic wrap. And then we're just going to let it rise in a warm place for about an hour. After an hour, we can see that it has doubled in size, and all we have to do is just take it out of our mixing bowl and place it on a floured surface. Now from this recipe, you're going to get two 14-inch pizza crusts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to use one of them to make our pizza, and then the other half I'm going to cut in half just to make two smaller pizzas. And I'm actually going to freeze the smaller pizzas, so all I have to do is fold over the edges again. We're going to shape them into a ball. Then we're going to wrap them with some plastic wrap, and then we're going to store them in a freezer bag. That way you can freeze them for up to 3 months. And once you're ready to use your dough, all you have to do is let it thaw out in the refrigerator. And once it's no longer frozen, you can shape it into your pizza and it's ready for baking. Now, since we're going to use this pizza dough, we're going to let it rise a second time. And to do that, we're going to fold over our edges towards the center and we're going to shape it into a bowl once again. We're going to pinch it at the bottom. And then I usually place it in the same mixing bowl. Cover it. And then we're going to let it rise again in a warm place for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, our pizza dough has actually doubled in size and it's ready for baking. So that's how easy it is to make pizza dough. If you enjoyed this video and this recipe, please share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, which is absolutely free. And don't forget that you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Google+. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, and buen provecho.